Matches with the maids. We gotta come together, yo. Come on. Kiss. Tyrese. Me alright. Let me see first. Standing here alone. Time to face another day. Gotta stay strong. It's Grimes time. I'm back. This is another special segment, ladies and gentlemen. This is a special I got none other than the great Oliver Wendell Holmes, Dwight Jones coming on. Y'all do me a favor, please share it to your Facebook pages. You can also go to GrimesTime Show on YouTube and just share it. Share it there, and watch it. You can also go to GrimesTime. Please do it right now. Share it to your groups. Share it to your personal pages. If you don't know somebody that don't have Facebook, they can watch it on YouTube directly. But it'll be greatly appreciated. So just share. I'm on my stream yard tonight. This is a special interview, special segment, because this is my guy, my brother, one of my favorite coaches of all time, Dwight Jones from Oliver Wendell Holmes. We will talk football, and as you know, he's in the midst of a tragedy. He lost his wife. We're gonna try to stay and err on the side of caution today because of the nature of the business. But on GrimesTime, it don't cost us nothing to be real. We discuss our topics, and if anybody can talk to him about it, I know I can because I'm his brother. That's my guy, and he knows that we rocking forever. But none other. Let me bring Dwight Jizzle on. What up, Coach?
What's up?
What up, Coach? It is a pleasure to see my dog here in the flesh. I know you don't really be big on the social media and stuff, and so it's really a privilege to have you on. And like I say, behind the scenes and off the street, we know we shoot our shit and kick it and do what we do. But this is for the people who wondering what have Dwight Jones been? How is he doing? How is he coming up? How is he upholding? What has he been? I know you new to this social media stuff, and you're getting better and better. You even got your Bluetooth in. Got your Bluetooth.
Yeah, my daughter hooked me up, dog. My daughter.
Yes, sir. But this is the legendary Dwight Jizzle, Oliver Wendell Holmes. Coach, give us a little history on who you are, your sports you play, high school, college, et cetera, for the people that don't know who you are.
Well, everybody know I'm Coach Jones, Dwight Jones. I went to Oliver Wendell Holmes. I played football and baseball at Oliver Wendell Holmes.
Okay.
And after that, I went to Franklin D. Roosevelt, where I played football, but I played varsity baseball, and I swim. And after that, I attended Paul Quinn College, played baseball.
You was on the swim team?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You wore them bikinis, man?
Boy, everybody let Speedos on. Everybody Speedos on.
Y'all had them thin, but y'all had them real thin.
Them little tight ones meant to play that. Put that board on you too in them jokers. Why you win?
Yeah. What you swim the freestyle backstroke or what, Dwight?
No, I was breaststroke, baby.
Oh dang, that's even better. Where you graduate college from?
Paul Quinn College. When we moved to Dallas, I started in Waco, but I graduated in Dallas.
Waco, what TST? What is it?
Paul Quinn. Oh yeah, down in McKinney. Yeah, I started in Waco. Yeah, down in McKinney.
McKinney County.
So
and when you left college, did you play professional in any of that stuff at college or what?
No, I didn't play no pro. I played little semi-pro football.
Okay.
Little baseball. Played a lot of baseball, Mexican League, and all those type of things.
Yeah.
They had a shot to make. but it was what it was back in the day.
Right. And what made you get into coaching? Was Holmes your first coaching deal? What do you start out at?
I started like coaching at Sarah Zunwalk.
Okay, gotcha.
Sarah Zunwalk over there in Oak Cliff on Ledbetter. And I started
Gotcha.
out as a seventh grade coach, seventh grade coach, head soccer coach, and head baseball coach.
I had that as a trivia for you too. What is it called now?
Uh,
Ooh, got it.
Frederick Todd. Oh, you
Okay.
get me? And that one of my buddies.
Oh,
He brought when
okay,
I first started, he brought me in the game.
okay. You
Todd, he
started
went
Zoom
down
one. What were you started Zoom one?
1994.
94. Okay. And you stayed there how long?
2 years.
And then you went to Holmes after that.
With Oliver Wendell Holmes.
And you've been
Been there
riding
ever
ever
since.
since.
Been there
You
ever
when you
since.
got there, was you the head coach at Holmes initially, or what was you? What was your role?
I was the seventh grade head football coach, and I was the seventh grade head basketball coach, and I was the head baseball coach.
Okay. And then you just so now what is it, 7 and 8, or you do both of them? How y'all do it now? Or how
Well,
did it change?
as far as what? Like with
You been the
sports?
head coach, or you coach the 8th grade team now? You do 7th grade.
Oh, I'm the eighth grade. I've been the athletic coordinator ever since 2008 there,
Okay.
So, and I've been the head football coach ever since then.
Okay.
So,
You coached at Belt too back when we was in high school. I
yes,
remember
sir.
baseball and what else?
I was the head baseball coach, and I was the defensive back coach. And I
Yeah.
was the head JV coach, and I coached basketball. I
Coach
was the
what?
JV
You didn't
basketball.
coach it. That must have after two. What was that?
That was
We was in,
the year right after they won state.
oh,
Like
they must have had
in
nobody.
2005. We was balling on the
They
field.
must have had, but the vacancy they must have had nobody to fill the void, so they couldn't fill the
Yeah,
football coach.
somebody. I just wanted to stay busy. I just wanted to coach them, and they,
Okay.
Coach
Or was
Hill.
it the stipend? Or was it the stipend?
No, it ain't never been about the stipend, with
Okay.
me, because
We got
the
you.
money they really ain't paying us, what we should get paid. It's about the love,
Right, for
do
sure.
it for the love. You ain't think
Makes
you
sense.
finna get rich coaching in high school, middle school. You're not. So it's about the
So
love
you
with
was
me.
able to do that, and so how did you do that? Holmes and then Vip JV, like how was you was going back and forth, right?
Yes, I was during that time I was the community liaison at
Yeah.
Holmes, and I'll leave Holmes after school, then I go up to Roosevelt. And
So
those
you
same
wasn't
kids,
coaching then, right? Or how did they go?
I wasn't coaching at Holmes then. I was just
Okay.
coaching at Roosevelt. But I
Okay,
had
makes
those
sense.
same kids, and those same kids followed me up to Roosevelt.
Right. Right,
So
right.
I pretty much knew them.
You won city how many times? City, I guess that's the big thing in junior high, middle school that you win city.
I've been
How
part of
many-
11. I've been part of 11 city championship. I don't want 10 myself.
So you saying it's 10, 11, or is it 21? I'm not trying to make sure I'm hearing you right.
Me as a head coach, I don't want 10.
Okay. And you've been a part of how many?
Well, one outside of that.
Okay, got you. That's why I was trying to make sure it wasn't
Okay,
the 21.
yeah.
What y'all do last year?
One city, baby.
Oh yeah?
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Uh uh if you can remember, give me your top 3 teams that you've had since you've been the head coach at home that came through there. Like you can just give me the year or who's some of the players on there.
Well, I can't give you the year is gonna be tough
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, but
But
just give me the players the team that you kind of had.
I had one team. My top tier team was a guy named DeLeon Ward.
Okay.
Uh,
Still.
Still, I had
Yeah.
Ladera Randolph. I had Cam. I had a bunch of them boys. They was the ballers.
Yeah.
I really didn't even have to practice that hard with them.
So that's about your best team that came through there?
Yeah, it's one of the best teams. That's my best team, I believe, that I came through there because we had a stellar defense. But my best team, I believe, but we didn't get to play for a city was the COVID year, the 2020 year. We didn't give up no touchdowns. And a
Who
lot
you
of
had
those
on that
boys.
team?
I had the Casey twins. They went out and played for North Crowley. I had it's hard to name them. I
Yeah.
had squad. I had a lot of boys.
What about
All the teams
Jamil?
be good.
What about the team with Jamil? Yeah, Jamil, them, and Robert. You ain't had that team?
No, I came out to them. That was the year
Okay,
I
gotcha.
came.
Okay, well, okay,
So,
yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Um, you got tired of Ville by coaching at Ville, right? Uh, and right now, Ville is struggling getting kids. As Oliver their Holmes being the official fitness school for Ville. Do you think it's more you could have done over the years to get the kids to go to Ville, or you just refused to put up a fight?
well, I always put up a fight, but a lot of my kids they come out of district. So a lot of
They
kids,
come out of where?
they'll come out of district. They probably been I get kids that come and play with me that probably lived in DeSoto, Lancaster. But
Right,
they'll come over and want to play because they want to come play football, and we had a strong academic program,
right,
going on. So, and then a lot of I push Velt real hard right to this
right,
day, and I love what Garrett did last year, and I love what Cash is doing this year.
right.
They pushing it. They pushing it. And trust me, I'm gonna work real close with Cassius the same way I did with Coach Garrett last year.
What's the pitch though? When you got Kimball, Side, and other schools that are excelling right now in football, when kind of veterans kind of need help and kind of rebuilding and making. What is the conversation like with the kid? Like, hey, you should go to Bill. Is it like that, or is it just like, hey, man, this? I don't know. How does that go to a kid, or you just kind of just okay, say it and just be done with it?
No, I try to push some kids. I done had a couple of kids that came to Roosevelt that end up, leaving. We need a longevity, somebody that's gonna be there.
Right,
That's why a lot of kids come over to home because I've been there for a long time, and I done
right.
had three parents. So that's pretty much the tie that I have with a lot of people. But I saw it happening last year, where kids were
Mm-hmm.
wanting to come to Roosevelt, and I'm seeing it this year because a lot of kids from last year that I
Right,
know they're going to Roosevelt. They probably don't get my top athletes, but
right.
they're getting a lot more athletes. It's just getting to
You
know the
mean
coach.
this year coming, or what do you mean?
Yeah, this year coming.
Right,
So it's just getting to know the coaches,
right,
and they getting to know the coaches. And what we did the last 2 years, it was a blessing. We had summer workouts with them, and they got to meet the coaches, and they got to know the coaches, and they
right.
love the coaches, and the coaches, they got some good coaches, this year. So, and I like what they're doing. I like the direction they're going in and everything. So,
The reason I ask is because you've been around for a long time at Holmes and back and forth at Ville,
mhm.
and you hadn't got the head coaching job. Uh, if I'm saying it plain and clear, uh, when Wallace was fired, and probably even before Wallace, you were considered for the job, right? But you didn't get the job before Wallace. When Wallace got the head coaching job, you interviewed and applied, right? But you didn't get it.
Yes, yes.
At the time, who was the principal? Who did that interview? It wasn't Mr. Joseph.
No, I wasn't Mr. Joseph. I don't even really remember because it was other people inside of the panel, and I always made it to the top three,
Yeah.
every year, But I
Do
guess
you
what they
think
were
you was
looking for, I think they were looking for more of a high school experience coach, which I
gotcha?
can't blame them. So,
Right. Do you think you was snubbed with the Wallace job? Do you think you should have had?
me personally, I'm gonna think I'm better than anybody. They
Right.
probably be the best person, the better coach than me. But I'm gonna always think I'm the better coach, no matter
Right.
what. So, but they have some good candidates. I like the candidates that they are. They put the work in, but you got to be a special person to want to coach at Roosevelt. You want to coach at Roosevelt, you finna coach some real
Right.
talent, but you got to bring the talent out of the kids over
Bring the
there.
talent in. Right. Uh, you didn't get the job. You still back at home because you got job stability there. Knowing what you know now, how Bill been in decline with those 6 years right there. Do you feel like you could have had an impact or change if you would have been in that role?
I know I could have,
Right.
without a doubt. I know
Right.
I could have.
Because you didn't get the job. I'm like, damn, why they ain't getting the job? Then sometimes like you apply, and I thought maybe it was the certification. Did you get the certification? You got the certification, or that's
I've been
not the
having
issue?
my certification. The certification ain't the issue.
Okay,
I
I
got my
thought this
I got my bachelor's, I got my 2 masters. That ain't the issue. So
right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure because at some point you didn't have it though, right? Where you couldn't be the head cook when they changed, right? You had to go
uh
get it, right?
uh
Kind of like
so
Scoop and them. I think all them had to do it too, but I
yeah,
guess that's not
when they start making everybody have to be certified, I already had my degree and everything. Only thing I had to do was go take the test, which I did, and I passed,
okay.
and I
Okay,
started.
so they won the roadblock.
Nah, that went through. I want matter of fact, I didn't even apply then before
Yeah.
then. I already
Like
had a
I
job
say,
at the head baseball coach. So
okay, gotcha. So you already had it at, when you
yeah,
didn't get the football
yeah,
coach, why they gave it to Wallace.
yeah, see it. No, I already had my stuff. I already had
Okay,
all that in place, when I
okay,
hired
gotcha.
Wallace.
Okay,
That was
gotcha.
way
Makes
before
sense.
that.
Okay. It has to take a special type of character to go. You still went up there and coached too on game days with them over the years, in spite of not getting the job.
I'm
Because that's the
gonna do it
love for the
this
passion
gonna
to
do it
feel
this year.
right. And for the
So
kids. Uh Wallace go an atrocious 5, 6 years, probably win 3, 4 games, 60 games, 4 or 5 games in 6 years. Mr. Joseph comes in, new principal. I think he gives them an ultimatum, like, hey, this is gonna be evaluation year. I'm gonna need this to see that, or pretty much you're gone. You know what I mean? Fire Wallace. Jaws back open. You apply again, apply again. This time you ready, you thinking like this your moment, right? You
yep.
should get it. And I remember me personally going on live being like, man, don't send nobody to bed if it ain't Dwight Jones. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
you tried, if you tried 6 years of that, he most definitely deserving the chance because he's been there. You've been at the feeder school. Like this, the right time. How did you feel when you didn't get the job?
Oh, I didn't feel they have the best candidate. Me
Right.
personally, I went in there applying for the athletic director job. I didn't go in there prepared
Yeah.
the apply for a football, job. Even though we had our talks about football, the
Yeah.
chalkboards, you know,
But you want the
I
head
didn't.
coaching job, though, right?
Yeah, I
You
wanted
want
it. That was the part. But I know in order to take the head coaching job, you have to do the athletic coordinator job too.
okay,
And that
gotcha.
place, it ain't. It's different just being a head coach. You
Yeah.
got to know all the ins and outs of what to do to make sure players are eligible or ineligible. But I
Right.
find that they had the person that had the best football knowledge at the time. I don't think my lingos or whatever
Yeah.
was up to part to what they were looking for.
And I think
For as
and I think it caught a lot of people by surprise because what I was hearing is that Mr. Joe, the interview process and what he required wasn't normal tradition of what DISD, what they've been through.
Mhm.
The X's and O's part, the 2, 3 parts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably the right thing to do to make sure that, hey, I'm hiring the right candidate to know this stuff.
Exactly.
The lingo, the 11 and 12 personnel, like I said, that was one of my main concerns, me personally, with you. Like, man,
Yeah.
I know Dwight, man, the shit kind of new, man. You might the lingo, the 11 and
Yes,
banjo and
the, the
22, you know what I'm saying?
12, the
Yeah,
32.
it's a long reach coming from high school. And then I say Dwight coming from all you know is power I at home. What's this
Now,
y'all? You
trust me,
power.
I know more than that.
I
Until
know you.
somebody
No. What I'm saying,
somebody stop that, then I'll
yeah.
change up.
Well, no, I understand you probably know more than that, but it's like I ain't never heard it 40, 62 sweep and 54 black.
Rusty
It's no,
Wallace.
huh?
Rusty Wallace.
Yeah. So and I think I remember telling you, I say, Dwight, now how you get this job, man, you got to change some stuff up. That 5Y ain't gonna work at the next level because, like Navy, Navy been traditional triple option. They even had to change now. They spread it out and those, so it's a difference. And see, I think that was a challenge for you. But to your defense, even if there's all the lingo and terminology in there, I say your leadership itself would prepare you to get the right people in there that knows the terminology and can help
I
you
know the
understand it.
terminology, But
Well, yeah,
you don't just throw a system out there because you know it. And what
right,
if your players can't catch up to the system you putting in? You're gonna lose game. You
right,
have all the best players, you're gonna lose game. I coach up the strengths of my players. I don't just say, okay, this is my system. That's
right.
why I be winning championship. Nobody can stop what I'm doing. I'm outsmarting them.
Well, it could be a byproduct of you just got the better talented kids at the feeder school. You know what I mean?
Nah,
So you
nah,
don't think you don't think y'all just overloaded with talent? But I mean, because I
nah.
mean,
I play some real talented teams. I played some real, trust me, Dave, Atwell,
yeah,
the Zoom Walks, the even Comstocks, all them teams, they stacked.
right.
Like this past year, I had 16 players, and it was 18
16,
players. Yeah, I had ended with 16 players.
right. That's all you
So
had
that's all I had.
on what
I in
level?
the eighth grade.
So what is the participation down at the middle school too, or what?
We was in an elementary
Oh, yeah,
school.
then
Our enrollment at Miller, and our enrollment was like 280 something.
okay. So
That's
how does
7th and 8th
that?
grade.
So with that, how did that change like the enrollment by y'all being over there? Did it change, or were kids allowed to go elsewhere since it was building, or they just decide to just go where they need to go?
I had one of my top tier athletes that went to another school. His parents told him that they wanted him to get the traditional middle school.
Right,
Not being in no elementary school while we was rebuilding.
right, right, right.
That's what it was. But I coached the talent of what I had, and I made it work.
So what's the difference in population from y'all being at William Brown Miller and home? How big of a gap difference was it that y'all lost kids? What was the decline? How much was the gap?
I could say we lost close to like total kids, 7th and 8th grade, close to like 100 to 200 kids.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes,
And they went to neighboring schools or 4 different places where they just didn't come.
yes,
But you still won city with those 16
yes,
players.
yes.
Is that a
And
byproduct of they were just that good? As a product of just the competition level at JV is not as
nah,
good?
we
I mean,
play
as
some
middle
good
school is
teams.
not as good. Most schools kids are playing youth football at the 13 and 14 year level.
Nah, I just figured out what to do to beat them. That's all I did. It ain't about the level of talent. Every time the each season, we're never ranked number one. You know, you have people that do the ranking of the schools. We're never
Yeah,
ranked number one.
right,
So, but it was just me and my coaches. I had a good coaching staff, and they came up with an idea where we can put the work, and it
right.
worked. So
So Holmes is the main feeder school for Ville, right?
yes, the only Philly school.
And I know you and Tyler, right? But how does that happen where you got the main and most of those kids go over there?
Kids gonna want to go where they winning,
Right,
and Coach Todd and them, they winning. Even when Coach Jones was there, he was winning, but they weren't winning championships, and they were splitting. Some were going to Sox, some was going to Skyline, some was going to Rollerville. I even had kids go to Addison,
right,
Maceo.
right,
Kids want to go. Parents, it's really not the kids' choice, really. It's the
right,
parents'
right.
choice.
Parent
And
choice.
parents want their kids to go where they feel that they can get a scholarship.
Right. But then some of them go, they don't play, and they be sitting there, and they could have had opportunity to build to play.
Well, wherever my kid go, they gonna play. Trust me, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them be able to play. I'm not gonna help them high school ready. I'm gonna make them college ready.
And speaking of the kids, you produce a lot of good athletes, right?
Yes.
What's some of your notable athletes that you can say, hey, they went played to the next level, or they were just this talent at the high school level, whether they went to college to the league or any of that?
Well, I had a couple of them that made it to the league. C. Scott,
Oh,
got C. Scott, Christian Scott. You know what I'm
okay. I remember
saying? When he
Yeah, I
played at
remember.
Skyline, he left home and went to Skyline. That's Oak
Yeah.
Cliff to the Grove. Then he
Okay.
went down to Texas. Jackee Smith left Holmes and went to Sox and went played for the Dolphins. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I had a couple of guys that went to the Roosevelt, and they went and played big time college balls. You
Yeah.
know, it ain't where you go, it's what you do when you get to that school.
Right.
So
And you plan on helping them out this year. What position do you have a certain position you plan on?
wherever Cassius put me, wherever if he say, Coach, I need you to he like me on the
Oh,
sideline. He gonna say, Coach, I
okay,
want you to
yeah, he
watch the
said Frank
sideline, watch the
Shannon. Oh yeah,
defense.
Frank Shannon. Yeah, I forgot about
So,
Frank.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Frank Shannon. He went to
yeah,
Oklahoma and then to
yeah,
To the Broncos. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Prentice McKenna. You know, I can name
Yeah,
a whole bunch of kids I done had that went somewhere. It just a lot of kids that slip my mind. You know, and they
right.
always come back and holler at me. That's the
Yeah,
good thing
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
This
yeah, yeah.
past year, I had a bunch of my former, as we want to see it, a bunch of my former athletes that played big time ball, college. They came back and bought all them boys championship rings.
Right.
So
Do you see
big,
yourself
big
after being
B.
snubbed? Yeah, after being snubbed of a head coach, do you see yourself staying around the game long enough to be a head coach?
Yeah, I'm really focused. You know, I was doing other things because I wanted to, do family time. But right now, what my mindset is right now,
Yeah,
I'm too I think I'm over focused right now.
yeah,
So
that makes
watch out for Holmes this year. I got
sense.
some watch us, and then I don't NI enrollment going up. So
Oh, that's good. Y'all got a new school, new campus.
yes,
So you got a lot of target on your back to win.
well, I
How
don't
you
know if
liking
it's a
them?
target. I don't know if it's a target on my back, but
Not because you want not a target, but you want to win now. You want to put the banners and stuff in there. Uh, and they got to generate kids back over there to fill the school. Is the enrollment back up right now than what it was, or you just don't know yet, or is it
we
about the same?
shooting up. We shooting up. We started at three. I think we don't brought in close to 70 students, and it's still going up. This is the first week.
Do
So
and they got new football field. What do y'all got new? Tell us about the school for the people that
well,
don't.
we have a new football field. We got a new competition gym. They working on the baseball and softball complex. We will be hosting. We have never hosted any basketball games, volleyball games at our school. We will be hosting those this year. And the football field it's amazing, and they still working on it. But guess what? If they not finished by Monday, that's their fault. 'Cause we getting on it. We're gonna tear it up Monday.
How y'all gonna get on it? But then I'm I'm
We gonna
hearing y'all don't
practice.
want nobody in the auditorium or want nobody using the gym. I mean, it's a new. Y'all gonna have to eventually use it. So how y'all
We
you
ain't
gonna
gonna
use
let
the
no
field?
outsider just come in. Yeah, we gotta use
Well,
it
we ain't
first.
saying that, but they say I'm just saying I heard through the grapevine.
Uh,
Y'all trying to keep the wax on the floor and trying to keep the
yes,
seats
sir.
clean in the auditorium. Y'all can't have no
And,
assemblies right now. What
and,
y'all
and
waiting
come in
on?
when they come in, they gotta walk with they take their shoes off. Nah,
Man,
I'm just playing.
I gotta come take a tour there. I gotta come take a
Nah,
tour there. You
it's
had a new
nice.
school. You had a new school. Uh,
Yes, sir.
and I gotta ask, man. You had a tragedy a few months ago. You lost your wife.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I
how
rather
do you
skip that
how
one.
do you how do you coach and cope at the same time this year? How do you get through this season if you choose to answer or not?
Man, I'm motivated because I
Hmm.
ain't gonna do nothing but hear a voice in my head when I
Yeah,
come home. Well, you need to do this. You could have did that. Don't know nothing about football,
right.
and I still hear that voice. So it ain't nothing but an extra motivator. Am I hurt? Hell yeah, screaming language.
Yeah,
So am I this? Am I the throw right now? Hell yeah. But you know what? I'm just leaving all the faith in God and trust me,
yeah.
I'm gonna thug it out. Like my boy, one of my players last year told me, I used to tell him to thug it out. He called me and
Hmm.
said, Coach Jones, thug it out. So I'm gonna thug it out.
Right. And that's the thing. I was telling somebody the other day. I was talking. I said, man, I think uh, you staying in the game and the coaching is probably something you need most of to do, and probably something she would want you to do because We don't want you to get idle, and it's one of those things like how do you coach and cope through it? You know what I mean? And so I think you need the kids, but more often you need them if they make any sense. You know what I'm saying? To get you through
Make a
what it
lot
is.
of sense.
Yeah. And can't nobody really say what you feel or what you're going through because a lot of people ain't probably been through the situation or what it is might be. But I'm glad you back coaching, and I'm glad you decide to come back and be there at Holmes again because they need you and you need them. My last question I want to ask is that you impact a lot of kids in daily over the years. And even me, I've been through my own struggles with my kid, my situation, and I was coaching youth football, and it became stressful because here I am trying to impact a lot of other kids' lives, and at the same time, I'm struggling to try to be in my own kid life. So I said I have to try to balance that and do something different and step away from it and try to put my focus in more of my kid and still try to impact at the same time. It's kind of a hard task. How do you be a father, coach, when those kids at school need you? And I'm pretty 1,000% sure your own son needs you to it right now the most. How do you balance that?
Well, just I just go on with my normal life, and you know how the media try to twist up stuff, and they're
Right,
gonna say this, they're gonna say
right,
that, but I'm
right,
always be a father to my kids. It don't matter
right,
what we do. They know me. They know if
right,
they need me, I'm a call away. I'm coming running.
right,
Same thing with some of the other kids. I spend right now. I probably spend a lot of more time with the kids at the school than I do my own kids.
right,
Because I'm at the school more.
right,
And they can say vice versa with their parents.
right,
But I'm gonna always be a father to my kid, and you know what? And I'm gonna always try to be a great product to the community. It is what it
right.
is. You know me. You see me
Yeah,
out in the hood.
right.
I ain't gonna try
All
to
the
hide
time.
nothing. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be me, and I'm gonna
yeah,
try to keep it 100. Cause trust me,
yeah,
it don't my my son gonna always be my son. I'm always love my son. My daughter gonna always
yeah,
be my daughter. I'm always love my daughter.
for
But they
sure.
got my love first,
Right,
you know, and they know they come before all other kids. But they know I
right,
love the other kids because they talk to me about the other kids.
right,
And my daughter educator now, and she going through the same stuff.
right.
So
And so, like I say, it's challenging. And then, like I say, I'm always gonna ride with you, how you support, because I
yeah,
know what you mean to the community. That's why I've always lobbied for you to get the job at there because I know them kids will follow you. And you didn't get a job, but at the same time, your presence there will help Coach Johnson and the staff. The
hmm
some of those kids that come, they'll see you, and I know your presence will help them. Uh, in spite of not being having that role as a head coach, it's still a good thing that you're there. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's gonna be good this year too. That you're there to help and back at home doing the same thing. It help you
right.
keep your mind focused and in tune on the mission because there's more I think the Lord wants you to do for Him. You know what I'm saying? In spite of, like I say, and I ain't trying to harp on it too long, but we gonna get through the situation, whatever it is. And I'm just telling you personally, like whatever happens between you and God, don't nobody, people can speculate and they can come up with all the answers. And I tell people all the time, like, people be so concerned with the question marks of life, the who's, the hows, the whys, the what, when, where, how. Sometimes you got to live your way into certain answers. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
people gonna
sir.
have their own hypotheses and draw their own illogical conclusions about things or who, what, when, where, and why. But you just stick to the fight. Uh, Stick by your son. Stick with your family, and y'all handle it the best way y'all can in terms of because at the end of the day, God is judge, and we don't have no heaven or hell to put nobody in, and we can't
No,
crucify or convict nobody in the court of public opinion, which a lot of people do. But stick with that, and I'm glad you're gonna keep coaching, and that's a good thing for me.
yeah.
Tell the
And
people who is the Dwight as a person, though. We want to know the Dwight as a
man,
person. Who?
before I get to that, what a lot of
Yeah,
people don't know, I finna throw in the towel.
yeah.
I finna throw in the towel. I didn't even want to do it no more.
I can attest to
You know
that.
what I'm saying?
And I can see when you come around, be like,
And,
man, Jones
uh,
ain't in, he ain't in himself. This ain't Jones I
and
know.
then
And I know sometimes I see you and I see you gazing off, and I'm like, damn, man, Jones, he ain't the right. And so, how
yep,
what that feeling was like giving up, throwing in the
man.
towel.
My daughter, my kids, they wouldn't let me because they know
Yeah,
that's my love,
right.
and how stuff get out. Word got out that I was gonna give up, and I started getting calls from people, in the
Yeah, yeah,
community telling me not to give up. You
right.
know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I
And
felt a
that I
certain way,
was telling
but
Put that
now
too. I said, man,
God got
we can't let that happen. You know what I'm saying? And
me.
that's another reason why I reached out. There, like, man, I know this is a little bit different, but I like there are people that need to see more of you and want to
Yeah,
hear from you because sometimes the stronger people need somebody to put a light in a dark place, and you never know what a person is going through. But we can only speculate what you might be feeling, but don't nobody know the hurt or the pain that you go
yeah,
through
yeah,
each night in and out. So that's why I say it's good to stay active, stay focused, and to talk to
man,
people and be
man,
active to try to heal. You know what I'm saying? Because we never know when the process is gonna be healing because you're still in the thick of it. Because just as your wife has transitioned, we still got to worry about the other side. We don't know how the legal system may play out or whatever the case may
yeah,
be. So we try to save any other half that you do have. You know what I mean?
yes,
So that's
sir.
why I say let's stick to the fight and stay grounded, stay rooted, trust in the Lord, and keep on
Oh yeah,
driving like
man.
we doing. And
And what I can say though, Graham, man, the community,
yeah,
they're beast, man. The
yeah,
community, they're beast, man. I didn't know they roll with me like that.
yeah. And
They
you
ride
never
with
know, who in your corner until they show up. And I be saying, man, it be crazy sometimes, man. Like, and I be giving up on getting on live, but like I say, I just do it to spread the culture. And I be at the grocery store, man, and people be like, man, when you getting back on live, man? I know you. I'm like, man, I
man,
never really be knowing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Who ride for you, who will show up for you. You know what I'm saying? And in
man,
spite of what sometimes you feel like nobody's there to understand or be there in your corner, but
man.
in the nick of
I
time, people show up unexpectedly, the people that you don't even think. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
exactly.
damn, man. And that's that extra motivation that you need because it'll
That
keep you from
that's
going
the
off.
motivation that kept me from throwing in that time, man. It wasn't just the
Yeah,
Oak Cliff community. It was the Oak Cliff community, the South
yeah,
Dallas community, the
yeah,
West Dallas,
yeah,
the suburb. I'm like, come on, man. How y'all
yeah,
know me? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly.
So,
Yeah. And that's
so
crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that what it be, bro. So it's like we gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? Stay
I'm
motivated. You
straight.
back at the
I'm
school,
straight.
and this is what you needed. You know what I'm saying? Get back in that school
Yeah.
now. School here, so you got something to keep you active, keep you motivated, keep your mind. Like I say, it'll never go away.
Nah.
It'll only subside at some point, but it's like it'll never go away. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, you're still healing, and you're still thriving and fighting through it. You know what I mean? But this is what you need: football, sports, the community, the people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you ain't going to thrive because there's more they need you to do for them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's your outlook on the season? Uh, what's your expectation? I mean, you expect the city. What about the other
All
programs?
out.
Your basketball team ain't that good, is it?
Yeah. We lost what one game last year. You lose
Y'all
one
didn't win the
game, yeah.
city, right?
We didn't win city. We won city
So
girls,
is
boys.
Holmes a
We won
football
city.
school? Huh?
We're all around sports school.
Yeah, but I'm saying is home more of a football or basketball school?
We are all around track. We won
No, I'm
track.
saying no. What I'm saying is,
I'm
if you
telling
just had
you,
to say what sport has dominated home, has won the most of these last few years.
we the last 2 years is track and football. I'm telling
Okay,
you, every time track won last year. Boys
yeah,
and girls won city. Girls won back to back. Cross
right,
country run won, and we in a little bit of school with small enrollment. So I'm saying it's all the way around. I can't say it's a football school.
right,
You know what I'm saying? We gonna handle up all the way around. Cause my coaches know how much we do the math and we divide how much time we put in with the kids and we put how much we make an hour. We'll make number like 52 cents an hour. all the time we spend with the
Yeah,
kids. But they
yeah,
love the kids. They're gonna try to make the kids better. That's why they
right,
shine.
right. That
So,
makes
but
perfect that make perfect sense. So with that being said, what I'm gonna ask you.
I did the man. I tell them. I
52
do a
cent.
lot of.
That's nah, it ain't that, but it could be. That's
I'm
good.
telling you, my coaches don't do the little 2 hours. 2 hours a day practice. We gonna
So
go
it's seventh
above.
grade and eighth grade, right? You got the eighth grade team, right?
Yeah, I got both of
Okay, you do both of them. Okay.
them.
So do you have enough to fill both teams?
Of course, we gonna make. I get in the house. I call parents.
Okay, yeah.
That's what you have to do. You got to get out and get your kids. Kids these days, they don't want to play football. They want to go home and get on the game.
Yeah, that's the part. And see, that's the thing I was saying about getting people with Bill getting the job the other day. Like, it's gonna take a special coach to get out there and do the effort in the community and reach out to some of the kids and try to talk to them. Because, like I say, Bill to be school now, and you the feed of
Yeah,
school. So it's kind of more we need to push out. Like I said, you can't tell the parents the kid where to go, but at some point we got to try to push it, get back to what it was. And I was talking to Jamil. I was saying like, damn man, I'll be looking back down the line like 99, 98, and when I got to Bill 2000, 99, like Bill was still relevant, third round,
yeah.
and I think he missed 1 year. And then I say when I look back, I say, man, when do you think Bill declined, Dwight? Start losing kids.
And I want to say it was like 2000 and like 2011, 12ish.
Now I think
We,
it came before that because I think when PJ and
now
them came from Hook, built one. I mean, they wasn't getting four though in '05. No, I think we was down after my. I mean,
no,
my
oh
six.
05, oh 06. I was there. Trust me, I was there 5, 6, and 7. We went to the playoffs every time. Every
Okay,
year we went to the playoffs in the second round. You know,
yeah, but
we
then
didn't
when
have.
Hutch came though, that's but then when Hutch came in '06,
Hutch
right?
came before that. Yeah, Hutch
Now,
came in oh 05. Hutch
okay,
came
that
in
was
oh
PJ.
05.
Okay, that was right. 'Cause I
PJ
was
now.
gone then. I
Yeah.
definitely know. Okay, yeah, because I know we didn't do nothing. We didn't have nothing.
So,
My senior year, but my junior year with the Lincoln, and I was looking out like, man, I was trying to look back. When
what's
did
up, Big
Bill?
Joe?
I say, when did Bill demise start, man? And I started looking back, and I was saying, I said, well, I think when Robert Tillman left in 2001, when he went to Major, Coach Johnson took him out there. Coach Herman took him
Flower
to the
man.
flower man. I say she took our star top receiver in the state, the top talent, and took him out there. And I think that we went down here with Coach Magnum came after that. But nah, it's just
Now we
Joe
were
one of
still
those.
balling. We balled with little woo woo PJ. Then
Yeah,
after
well,
that
yeah,
we
Bill
had
before, yeah, because they
the
want to stay in
Cameron
the national.
Kincaid, who he coach up at Vietnam. We had the squad.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yeah,
was all right.
yeah, that makes sense. But did you go to the scrim? You didn't get to make the scrimmage tonight. They had a scrimmage tonight, did they?
No, I didn't get to make it. I had to meet the coaches night, and
Okay.
we had and tonight we had I had over 100 parents. I expected like 40 parents. We had over 100 parents
A
up in there.
hundred parents? How many kids
It
they
was
brought
close.
though? But it's for
We
all
had
sports
like
though, right?
all sports. I did all sports, and our kids they play multiple sports. I didn't make.
And my
I made 50 copies for every handout that I had, and I
yeah.
ran out of copies. So
Oh dang,
that
that's
let you
crazy.
know.
My girl
So
gone ain't the principal no more. Miss what's her
Jackson,
Miss Jackson.
yes.
Who the new principal over there now?
Ooh, we got Miss Page. She just like Miss Jackson.
Which not another woman.
Man, Miss Page is a beast. Another woman.
Was she there with Miss
She came
Jackson?
from Roosevelt. She came from Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Miss Page about it. And we declined last year with our academic performance. Which
So
was a
what y'all
shock to
what is
me.
Holmes now?
I think we ranked like a C minus D. We ain't never
Oh,
been that.
dang.
That's what I'm saying.
Man.
Damn,
Yeah,
we ain't never been that.
y'all got
We
to
got
get
some
that
work
back
to
up
do.
because y'all at John Lewis Justice Academy and
Exactly.
Oliver Wendell. So y'all in the new school, the new business. They gonna start calling people jobs and people gonna start
Say
getting
it,
paid.
they already did it, and all the big wigs stand in the building, and I love it. We need to be held accountable. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, but if you
We
say
got too
y'all
much
decline,
talent
y'all
over there.
have to bring in some teachers to try to get the grades. Or what have they done to bring? What have y'all done over there to bring in?
Me personally, I think it was the migration of other people coming in, but that's here in order to say I don't think the not the district but the state they won't, they got to roll out a different way when they test some of these kids that don't understand what they're reading.
Right.
So, cause I ain't gonna lie, we had a lot of kids come in at the end of the year. And
What
trust me,
about the teachers though, Dwight? Because I mean, you can bring in a principal all day, but if you don't have the teachers to make the change, then what?
yeah.
Was that? Is it
And
more of Miss Jackson didn't hold them to a higher standard than Miss Page will, or what's the difference?
now
Like, 'cause they
Miss
not in
Page
there.
ain't been Miss Page ain't been nothing but a week, and she's already holding us to trust me
Yeah,
a big standard. And I love it.
right,
No slacking. Let's go. We're gonna work. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna get in trouble, but it's gonna be good trouble.
right,
Trust me.
right,
And I
right.
promise you, I already know I done heard. So I promise you, watch at the end of the year. Watch our ratings. Watch. We have our down. Every
Yeah,
school, go down. Just like you say, Vilt was down. And Joe Clark, I call him Mr. Joseph Joe Clark. Joe
that's what
Clark,
I call them, Joe Clark.
he do.
Get the
Yeah, I
chain off
like
though, East Side High.
I like that. That's my little dude right there. He done
Yeah,
brought him
yeah,
back up because he up in a buck. And she come
yeah.
in with the straight discipline, and discipline win championships, and that's
Right,
gonna be win championships in the classroom. Watch. I promise you.
right.
I bet anybody right now. I
I want
love
to
the
see
direction we're
y'all
going.
a C minus. If you said a C minus, that means y'all a D, because
That means it's a D.
y'all
Exactly.
a D. Yeah, but
What is that? 71, 72?
barely. Yeah, y'all at the cusp.
So,
Yeah, that's at the cusp. I mean, but it's
so
I
and
mean, I
and you
believe in
can't
y'all got the same, but maybe it'll change because now new school
I'll be there in the gym, Big Joe.
kids
Holla at
probably
your boy.
enrollment probably back up. Say it
Yeah, we
again.
coming back with it. No, I'll let one of my D tackles hollering at me.
Oh,
You know,
there.
Big Joe.
Yeah.
Is,
Oh,
is
okay. Yeah. So it
so
may be you got more kids, most new school, and so now y'all back in y'all comfort zone.
we back
Why
in
did
our
they
comfort
change
zone.
from to John Lewis Justice Academy? What was the purpose of that? Did they just they might donate some money for it, or they just thought? I mean, what's the difference? Uh, I mean, it was it the
You
you
hear
don't
a
know,
lot of stories. You can hear a lot of stories. Oh, I went down with a slave owner. If you notice, a lot of schools in the Oak Cliff sector, they getting changed to black leaders like Edwell,
right,
Judge Bedford, Kennedy Carey, Ross West. Now we joined John Lewis.
right,
He marched with Martin Luther King. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
So that's what we're doing. And I give a big shout out to Trustee Johnson for making
Max,
a lot
yeah,
of for Max for bringing a lot of money to the community to get it done.
yeah,
Now it's up for us
hmm
to fight for what he done put together. I mean, Jackson, they fought for that. I was in at least 95% of the meetings. Did
right.
I say anything? No. But did I listen? Yes. And I promise you their voice was heard. So it's up to us now. I, I trust me, I teach physical education, and I teach that like it's a reading class, a math class. I take pride in
Yeah.
in teaching it. And I promise you, we don't take the STAR test in the physical education, but we take the
What
ACP.
what you teach PE?
Yes, and we
That's
take the
it.
ACP exam. That's it. But we do
Oh,
cross curriculum where I I incorporate some reading inside physical education. I put some math inside physical education, science, and social studies. You put all that inside of it. It ain't
I'm
just
saying, are
good.
you supposed to? Or that's something y'all do? Or you saying y'all cross? That's part of the cross curriculum thing,
That's what we do. I've been doing. I'm gonna do it. If it's not mandatory, I'm gonna do it regardless because I care about the kids.
right?
You got to get them ready for the real world. So
Right. That makes sense. That makes sense. I just hope y'all be able to get the grades up, and then I just hope it's
we
something that
will.
you can do when they see it, that you can get them to come to their high school, which is Vet,
Yeah.
some way, because we got to get back our community into relevance, especially on our side. You know what I mean? Because it's great. Veta B school, and there's some great things going on there, and
Well, a
I
lot of
think
people don't know. Half the kids that's at Roosevelt came from homes. They just don't
right,
got the top athletes there.
right,
The
right,
athletes.
right.
They got the academic piece, but they're not getting the what to say the Saquon Barkley. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? and they might get them and they might don't get them.
Let me ask you this,
They
Dwight.
they getting the
How
academic
many of
piece
of the 16 players you got, how many of them went to Vip? None.
I can't even answer that. No, some went. There's a couple of went.
Out of the
How
16
many?
players, how many went to Vip?
Probably about like
One or two. It can't be.
about like 6.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so. I'll talk to their parents.
Oh, okay. Well, that's almost half, but I mean, I guess that ain't.
Was them the best ones that were making all the plays? No.
See,
Did we try? Yes, we tried. Garrett tried. Cassius tried, but
yeah,
they're gonna go where they want to go.
It's a hard. You got to just better set them. It's a hard sell. Like we don't know what it takes, but it's all on the parents, like you say. You know what I'm saying? But maybe start
my
with
teachers.
Huh?
I was talking to Jamel. Nana, my teacher. Nana knew what to do. She knew how to pass out the phone. Nana knew on Wednesdays what to do. She knew how to the notes. She'll do my DOL for me. She know that.
Yeah. That's
all
crazy.
Right, Grace. I promise you we will.
Yeah. They should. Yeah. Hopefully Miss Page come do a good job. Is she the only one that changed that principal that y'all added?
Yes. Well, we only had 2.
So what about the staff? Like, do y'all got new teachers in the building, or y'all got the same people?
We got a couple of new teachers. A couple of teachers got placed somewhere else. Okay. Because it could be one course subject that can bring the whole score down. The other subject can do great. Then they just say
what was the subject that brought it down though? Like math?
I don't know. I don't be in there doing the data with them. But I'm pretty sure they working on it. I know they working on it.
Right.
So
well, I believe in y'all. Y'all back, and I don't want people saying home. I say y'all John Lewis now. Home at home.
Do you know the whole name?
John Lewis Justice Academy.
Nah.
Yeah. At Oliver Wendell Holmes.
John Lewis
Social Justice Academy at Oliver Wendell Holmes. Man, I'm gonna do my research.
Come on, now.
Did you know? Well, who was Oliver Wendell Holmes? Man?
I told you.
Who was Oliver Wendell Holmes though?
I don't know.
So you got to know that.
Who Oliver Wendell Holmes?
Let's get to the trivia, Dwight. We're gonna get out of here early. I'll let you get you going. Like we go. You ready for this? Your trivia?
Go ahead.
Let's go. What year was Oliver Wendell Holmes built?
1955.
Okay, that's correct. Okay. I was going to ask you what was Tara Zoom name now?
Freddie Todd.
Senior. I got you. That's a good one. Roy Morton set the national track record at Velt. Give me the year and what event was it he had the national high school record in?
I don't know. I know it was what was that, 80, 84, 85?
You got to give me one or the other, and you got to give me something. Tell me.
85.
Okay.
Was it the 2? I don't know. 100 or the 200? I don't know.
Man, which one, man? You got to know these.
I don't know. I didn't run track.
He got the record in one event. What was it?
The 100. I'm gonna guess the 100.
Nah, the 200. Man, he ran like a 20.13.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. And he's my frat brother.
Yeah. This notable alumni made it to the Hall of Fame at this DISD school. He's the only one to make it in the Hall of Fame. Give me his college and who was the person.
I don't know.
This South Oak Cliff alumni.
South Oak Cliff alumni?
Yeah, he made it into the Hall of Fame in the sport. And tell me what college they came out of.
I didn't go to SOC.
Man, but you in the neighborhood, you got to know this. This is a notable South Oak Cliff alumni that people probably don't really know.
Don't know. They don't know the Worm. Went to Central Arkansas. I mean, what was that? Arkansas.
It was the Worm. It didn't ride.
What's the Worm?
What college?
Central Arkansas. No, hold up. Hendrix.
And now
Where you go?
he went to southeastern Oklahoma.
Southeast Oklahoma. Okay.
yeah.
No, that was Scottie Pippen with the
Central Arkansas.
Central Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Got two more questions for you. We can wrap it up. What superintendent has served the most years in DISD?
Anna Hosa.
How did his terms go though?
I think he did a couple of turns one year, then he took a break, then he came back.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
And he went to Sunset.
Okay. And you better not miss this. This is gonna wrap it up right here. What is O.W. Holmes' motto?
I don't know.
What? You gotta be kidding me, man.
What is the motto? Nothing less but your best. What is your motto?
There it is. That's it.
Come on, baby. Yeah, I probably admitted it.
I would say, man, how you don't know the motto?
Nothing less but your best, baby.
That's all right right there. You sharp, man. At least you in tune with your stuff, man. White, I appreciate you having on. If there's anything you want the people to know before we get off this live.
Hey, come by and check out the new school, and we got a lot of great things coming for you this year in all sports, not just football, not just matter of fact, and academically and everything. So just come and check us out, and God bless everyone, and keep me in your prayers.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Appreciate you, White. You know it's our little McCall away family.
Already.
You know I'm gonna see you this week. Try to out every weekend, so we locked in. I'm McCall away. There it is.
Appreciate that love in JH.
Yeah.
JH. Already. They don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That must be some Q dog stuff. I show them your Q dog tag. Why you got that?
I want to see what that.
Yeah. Appreciate your family for coming on, man. The world needs to hear more of you, man. I'm glad you got on and shared your side, and people see you in good graces, man. We're gonna be in touch, man. Go on, enjoy your eating. I appreciate you coming on. You know, it's always love, family.
All right, one.
Appreciate your family. That is another segment of GrimesTime Show. That's my man, Dwight Jones. Pray for him and his family. Pray for his son in the midst of all this chaos and tragedy. Like I say, we can either speculate and we can either formulate our own opinions about who, would, why, when, where. But at the end of the day, he needs your prayer because we don't know what it's like to lose one on one end, and we don't know how to be out on the other end. So keep him in your prayers. If you got his information, call him, contact him, go by and check on him sometime, because even after that, he probably needs y'all the most. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted him to come on so the people can hear from him, to let him know that he's in good spirit. He's still coaching. I'm glad he stayed in the game. I'm glad he's still trying to provoke change in the youth in spite of what he is going through. But this is another GrimesTime segment where it don't cost us nothing to be real. And you know where smoke is always be fire. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll see y'all Monday at 8 o'clock. I got Dakota Coleman next Monday. Mansfield Timberview, former Skyline head coach, coming on. See y'all Monday. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend and say a prayer for somebody, because you never know, they might need it or whatever they going through. One love. Peace out.